What's going on, guys? Dan the Chartman here. Going to give you a quick 5-minute update. Price is sitting on this spider line at 25K. We hit a range top here at the 25 mark, and we're right now kind of sitting on this spider line, looking for potentially a short-term relief. But we have levels below us at the 23 mark, the 18 mark. Above us, we have a big value area low beginning right up here, 2021-ish area at about 29. We double topped from it before. 29 is a very big level above us. Um, we got the notification there if we come up. So locally, are we seeing after we had a kind of like a big short squeeze here and came back down? Are we kind of in a point where locally we are bunching up for a potential, relief of this downward action? Could we have some sort of, you know, move back up to 29 to come back down eventually? Or could we be holding here for good and coming up to potentially have a new higher high above 32? So those are the questions in my head. Hey, are we really supporting here for real? Or are we potentially coming up to 29, a big value area low, or at this point, value area low here, point of control here, value area high, anywhere in this range? Are we coming up for a short-term relief to fall down yet again? Or is this going to hold as a more for real, for lack of better words, support in which we can make a higher high? If we come up here again, I would say it's a sign of strength to come up higher to potentially our next spider line at the 37, maybe to 40 mark. So that's kind of my thinking here. So let's go ahead and look locally. It's a little bit congested on my chart here because I got a lot of action. But like I said, we kind of came down to the range top at 25. We formed our range low. We formed a range low here, formed a range high here, came above it, fell, came below it, came back up, came to the top, fell down towards the middle, fell out of the range. Now we fell out of the range slightly some more, and we are now pumping. This looks bullish, right? Maybe we can get some sort of pullback to trade and then come back up, or maybe I've missed this altogether and I have to wait for some short action up here. But Thursday's been a little pumpy, right? So, like I said, local range, we're trying to view ourselves in respect to our local range here. In local range bottom, right there, local range top right there. So right now we are seeing some pumpy action. Fortunately, I missed this. Bummer. But what we can do is see what happens towards the top of our range. Can we potentially come out and fall back down? Or can we come back locally to touch some support? Maybe at this point of control. Or maybe just like right here where we had some candles fall. Candle closure here. Potentially we could come back like this. But we shall see. That's it, guys. Basically, that's our update. We formed our low right here. We formed our range bottom, our range top. So in relation to this range, top of our range is kind of up here at 27. So that's the top of this range right here. Locally, the top of the range is pretty close, around the 26 mark. So we'll see. Maybe we come up here, we retouch this local range, and then come up higher, in which we could face some resistance toward the top of this range. Or we could come up, like I said, potentially up to that 29 mark. So we're looking like we're pumping potentially out of this very local range. We have a little bit less local of a range here. 27 is the top of that. So we'll see what happens when we come up to this 27 range. Potentially we could face some resistance here at this point of control. We'll see.